Hey, this is Merlin, and I think this will be my 8th vlog, or whatever you want to call it. Somebody comment and tell me how I'm supposed to be pronouncing that. Anyway, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in my life as far as K-pop goes. Okay, so one of the things, and you'll notice in the background, there is a lot of new K-pop or K entertainment going on Netflix right now. A lot of K dramas, and this show behind me, I've always known as Knowing Brothers, which is on Netflix. It's called oh my God, I can't think of it right now. Men. Heck, I can't remember. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick. Men on a Mission. Men on a Mission. And I don't know if that's like the equivalent. If that's the equivalent in English, I don't know. But when I say it on YouTube, it's Knowing Brothers. Okay? So it's these guys, all different ages, like they're in school. And one guy, he has the robe on like he's the schoolmaster. And they have different guests on all the time. And most of them, if not all, most of them are K-pop artists. And in the episode behind me, there is HYUNA and two other guys. I have no clue who they are. One is a comedian, I know. The other, I don't know. I saw HYUNA and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch that one. They had the 2015 Dream concert. Okay, so that was 4.5 years ago, but still, it was great because you got to see some of these acts when they were almost brand new. Red Velvet had only been around a year, and they opened the show with Ice Cream Cake. Okay, so that's going pretty far back. And 4 Minute was on there with Crazy, which is like my favorite song by 4 Minute. B14A, B2B, EXID, EXO, BTS. They were only like 2 years old at the time. VIX. Gosh, I can't even remember all of them. I was just starstruck. It was just, I don't know. I mean, I know it's a rerun, and I could have been watching that on my phone, and it was different watching it on my TV with my Fire Stick than it was on the phone. For some reason, it seemed much more real and much more, alive to see these groups. And Top Dog was on there. Had a bunch of guests on the stage with them. Ellie from EXID was one of them. That was really, really fun to watch. And I am just really appreciative of the fact that Netflix has all these really cool things from Korea. Now, I know a lot of people aren't as much into Korean stuff as I have become, other than my friends at the K-pop forum. But I enjoy K-dramas, K-comedies. I'm a sucker for Korean romantic comedies, believe it or not. I don't know how that happened. I really like the actress called Park Bo-young. She's just a darling. She really is. And they are the really, really cool thrillers. Like I saw this movie called Train to Busan. It was like a zombie movie. And gosh, it was such a tearjerker. I cried, really, especially at the end. I cried. And then Pandora was another one about a nuclear plant in South Korea. I cried at the end of that too. So it took the 2015 Dream concert to really bring me out of that, because I was kind of down and depressed because of that. I still love those things though. And then we're getting to see some of these old reruns of Knowing Brothers or Men on a Mission, as they're calling it on Netflix. The other thing about this is they're taking all of the music out because the music is copyrighted. So when you see it on like YouTube and you're watching it on YouTube, YouTube only shows clips. You know, you'll see it with the original music in, but Netflix has filled in music that's not the original music, and I'm assuming because of copyright issues. I don't know, so there's a lot of good Korean content right now on Netflix. I started out watching a series, a really long series, and never was able to finish it. It was called Korean Peninsula, and it's about an attempt to reunify Korea, North and South, and there were all kinds of obstacles in the way, and people that didn't want to go along with that, and so yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see the ending of that, but I have a feeling it'll be back on. Oh My Ghost was a really good one, and me and Miracel started watching that when I was in the Philippines in 2018, and she was never able to get past the first episode because she has issues with the internet and such. So I put off watching it because I thought it would be better to watch it with her, and after about a year and a half, I finally went ahead and watched it, and it was with Park Bo-young. Excellent. It's about a restaurant and a chef, and a ghost possesses this girl. She's like a line cook or prep cook or something like that, and so she has a total change of personality because of that. And I'm not going to tell you anymore because I don't want to ruin it for you. And then another show that is with Park Bo-young is one called Strong Girl Bong Soon, and it's really cool. It's about this girl, and she's like really, really strong. It's like this thing in her family with females, and her grandmother still is very strong, but her mother's not. Her mother like did something wrong, and she lost her strength or something, and so now Bong Soon has all this strength, and she gets involved in all kinds of things, these crimes that have to be solved, and she goes to work for a CEO of a gaming company, and he hires her as the bodyguard, and there's this cop that's always kind of looking out for her. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's a really, really good one. And just put on closed captioning. Put on closed captioning on Netflix for English, and a lot of them you don't even have to do that because the English is automatic. So if the English is not automatically, check out closed captioning, and you can see these movies. Now I know some people, they get really frustrated when a movie is in another language. They feel like it's even hard to watch even with captions. If I will just tell you this, Korea is really coming out with great movies and great entertainment, and if you can push past that, you will really enjoy these stories. You really will. So give them a shot. That's all I'm saying. Give them a shot. I used to be a person like that. I wouldn't watch anything in Spanish, even if it was closed caption. And I wish I hadn't been like that. I think it's very important to be exposed to other cultures and other languages, and try to learn another language while you're young. I had no interest in it when I was young, and I didn't start becoming interested in other languages until I got to be an old fart. And now my brain is, like hardened, and it's not so easy to learn a language for me anymore. I've made the most progress on learning Tagalog, which is Filipino. I know some Korean, but not enough to have a conversation, unfortunately. I've just been a little lazy about the Korean, but I'm not dead yet, so I plan to keep working on it, making some progress, and hopefully, I'll be able to have some conversational Korean. If there are any Korean folks watching this, if you'd like to help me with some practice, I'd appreciate it. Just contact me on Facebook, and that would be great. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot else to say, except you need to watch this thing here, HYUNA doing the hula hoop in heels. That is great. That is just superior. You know. So if you go on Netflix and you find Men on a Mission, you can see some really cool and some really strange and some really funny stuff, especially with this episode. So the guy here, he's going to get up. He's going to try to duplicate what HYUNA just did. He's going to stick his feet in some extra large high heels and he's going to do the hula hoop. And that, to me, of this episode was really funny. Yes, I've seen it before. And just watch there. He's going to do the hula hoop. It's so funny. I've got the sound off, but it's actually really funny. And it's automatically closed captions, so even though you see Korean letters popping up, the English letters pop up really good too. Now she is going to one-up him by doing 2 hula hoops. Now a lot of people have said, you know, there's a bunch of dirty old guys here watching these little chicas and mini skirts. You know, they have safety pants under those skirts. Nothing is going to show, you know. So okay, she did it very successfully, and he gets on here and he bombs out. He can't do it because HYUNA is queen. She is queen. I'm telling you. Okay, so yeah, there's some great stuff. There is some great stuff on Netflix. Korean shows, dramas, comedies, variety shows, concerts. There's just some great stuff on there. And if you don't, if you're like me, I got tired of stuff on Netflix. I was just like, you know, there's nothing that appealed to me on Netflix anymore, and I was about to give up on Netflix. And Netflix. Okay, I can't talk. And you know, I started finding more and more Korean content, and I enjoy it. I love it. I wish I had spent my life finding out more about other cultures, you know. And fortunately, it's available to me now. So I encourage every American to learn another language and to learn something about another country, another culture, other than North America. You know, we're just so isolated. We have become just to the point where we don't know anything about other countries, and that makes us kind of ignorant, I think, and it's a disadvantage, you know, as far as how we interact with the rest of the world. So do yourself a favor. You can love America all you want, but check out another culture, you know. Check out another country that you're not familiar with, especially a non-English speaking country. Take a few minutes to download some kind of app and learn some phrases, some words of another language. It'll do you good, you know. And encourage your kids who are young to do the same thing, you know. You're really going to need to learn Spanish if you're an American. It wouldn't hurt to know some French, you know, and at least one Asian language, you know. Korean is easy because it only has 24 characters, 10 vowels and 14 consonants, you know. But Japanese is really fun too. It has hundreds of characters, and then Chinese has thousands of characters. So you know, take your pick, whichever you prefer. Just do it. That's my encouragement. Take time to check out things in another country. All right, I've said it about 5 times, so I'm repeating myself. I'll make another blog soon. I hope everybody is having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Peace, love, and don't stop the K-pop.